For a lot of high school students, college is one of the first options that many of us think of when we want to transfer into a bigger world of choices. College was, of course, among one of my decisions in order to obtain a degree in my career that I want to pursue. But throughout my experience of high school, I was doubting myself whether college was right for me or not. But little did I know that college would allow me to be the most successful and positive person that I could ever be. And just being a first year, that has changed my whole life to be the person that I am today. Here's my story of how my first year of college was my best experience. Hey guys, what's up? It's Maya. Welcome back to my channel. So I know sis has not uploaded a video in like I don't know, 2 months since March. I apologize. I literally did not know what to upload in the past 2 months. I was gonna originally do like a room tour or like another morning routine, but I was like, I'm out of school now, so out of school for summer, so I was thinking I want to do a video talking about how college was literally the best first year I have ever experienced throughout any of my 4 years of high school. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh girl, it's just your first year, like you're gonna feel the pain when you enter your second and third and all this negativity. I understand everybody's first year is differently. I know that it's only my freshman year and that I have obviously not experienced the full 4 years yet, but I want to talk about how college itself has changed me to be the person that I am today, and all the self-esteem that I had never felt in high school has changed in the most positive way in my first year of college. So I hope this video enjoys you and inspires you if you're entering your first year and have struggled in high school. Take this video and take it as a reminder that to never give up and to always do your best, because literally life throws you apples, but you just make apple juice. That's not it. Life, no. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Let's hop on to the video. So first, I want to sit down and talk about, as you can see, I'm very comfortable with this position. I have blankets, pillows everywhere. I'm on my bed because I just want to make this video super casual and real and simple, because I don't want to have a full-on edited video of me talking about, I want this to be very, very simple and not as edited. So I first want to talk about why my experience in high school was not the best and why pretty much I just didn't like high school itself. High school for me was just not very good. I think part of that was, like I said, my self-esteem and my confidence was just down, really. To compare myself all the time, 24/7, to a bunch of people that literally don't even know that I compare myself to. And most of those students were honor students and the very smart kids in high school, and I would just always compare myself to them because I was like, oh, it must be so nice to be in the honors program, whatever. And every time I asked the person who was ahead of the honor society at my school, they would always tell me, oh, you're too late to join because you moved, or oh, you're too late to join because your GPA is not high enough. And obviously, I'm not gonna lie, my GPA was not the best, but hearing all that itself just brought my self-confidence super down and everything. And I just, to this day, I look back on those times I felt like that, and I'm just like, yeah, it feels good to be in honors programs. It does feel good to be like that in high school, but just imagine the things that you didn't get to do in high school that you're able to do now in college. So that really helped me figure out what I wanted to do. Also throughout high school, I also struggled with anxiety. I talked about this numerous times on my Instagram before. I don't really think I talked about on my YouTube channel as much, but yeah, anxiety did play a huge role in my overall grade wise. I was just a very anxious person in high school. I would constantly go to the nurse's office to calm down because I literally just felt so anxious in high school. And as many times I've told my teachers, they would just kind of brush it off, except two of them were good. My math teacher and my English teacher kind of, were just oh, well, you still obviously, you have to catch up, and I completely understand that anxiety cannot set me back from doing my work. But as many times as I did explain to them that I do go to the nurse when I feel anxious, some of them wouldn't let me go. And I would just sit there and just get so nervous to do any of the work because I was just so anxious. So all that itself did play a huge role into my grades and why they dropped so much. And yeah, that was just a huge thing. And yeah, pretty much high school itself was not the place for me to grow. I thought it was. Now I'm going to be talking about how college itself, experience wise, was very, very different from high school. When I entered college, obviously during COVID, everything was virtual the first like week. And so that was a little hard. I do remember like opening up my laptop and looking at all the stuff that was like spread out. And if you guys don't know, at many colleges, your professors have everything from the first day of school all the way to the last day of school. So it's not like high school where like you kind of like your teachers give you stuff throughout the week. No, they have everything already planned out, so you can already know what you got to do. So when I first opened that up, because I didn't even know that, it was overwhelming. I remember texting my friend and asking her, because she went to college obviously, and I remember asking her like, girl, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do, because like I just never seen online classes before. And she was like, well, just email your professors and ask them what they want you to do, like, you know, because you're new, you don't really know what to do. So I emailed my education professor, because if you guys don't know, I am majoring in education. So I emailed him and I pretty much asked him like, hey, you know, I'm a little bit confused on how the layout is. Can you help me understand what I'm supposed to do? And he was so sweet. I don't know him obviously in person because I never met him in person, but by his email, he was so sweet. He was just very understanding. He kind of told me like what he wants and everything like that. And he obviously had it in his syllabus too. And yeah, so the first week of college, I'm not gonna lie, was very hard. It was hard because it was something that was brand new to me and I never seen anything online before. So that was the hardest part. Throughout my first semester of college, the learning experience was very, very, like, I guess easier than high school because communication was a lot more able to happen. I know at a lot of colleges, communication is probably one of the hardest things, but since I do go to a smaller university, it's a lot easier to get connected with your professors, email them, and they'll reply back within a couple of hours or even the next day. And so even though the work itself was more, you know, complex and more things to do, emailing your professors and having that help to help you understand what needs to be done is a lot easier in college for me. And so yeah, I definitely took advantage of emailing my professors. I made sure that I asked them questions if I needed to have any questions answered, and they just replied back whenever they had time and whatever. And so that's definitely a huge thing that helped me a lot, was having that communication with my professors. And yeah, college that helped me a lot was finding friends, which is such a huge thing, was finding friends that kind of took the class before you or like helped you get anything. I've had a few friends that has helped me with like classes that I didn't understand fully, so they helped me a lot with giving me like some. Hi, hola, editing my here. So the last clip of like saying about friends cut out because I'm running out of some storage on my phone. So what I was trying to say was like finding the friends that, you know, helped me like with classes that they previously took, really helped me like understand the material more. So literally when it's literally about to thunderstorm outside, but literally when I was about to take like a class for second semester, I asked them like, hey, did you have this professor? And if they did, they would like literally help me understand like their teaching style and how they grade, whatever like that. So that really was beneficial, so I could be prepared to like what they expect, whatever. So that's what I was trying to say. Bye. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about how college really helped me build a lot more confidence and self-esteem when it came to like, you know, working in college. It helped me build more self-esteem was learning at my own pace, obviously, and also I think learning at home was also another thing. And of course, when things obviously now are coming back to normal, when colleges eventually, you know, start to, you know, have in-person classes, which I am having next semester, like all in-person classes, I know it's going to be a little different, but from COVID and from being at home, it really helped me find my own thing to do, find my own study habits, find my own ways to like, you know, learning in person or learning online. Either way, I feel like I would have built my confidence because I would have still been able to figure out what I need to do. Because in college, there's pretty much only lectures. You don't really like, I guess, have like worksheets or like work that you do inside the classroom. Most of your stuff, your professors lecture you, they tell you what they want, they tell you what you're learning, and then you go home and pretty much you do it on your own. That's how college works for a lot of universities. And so pretty much with that, of me being able to kind of learn at home and do my own notes and kind of take my own advice from what I want to do and learn, that helped me because I wasn't able to compare myself to how I seen other people study or how I seen other people learn. Making really positive friendships along the way helped me also learn how to, you know, build more confidence. I talked to some students who were in a grade higher than me, and they really helped me understand like, hey, yes, college is hard, but if you have these notes or if you do this and this before this test or whatever, you'll be fine. And so when I took that advice and started doing that on my own, it really helped bring my grades to really good grades my first year of college. And I'll share with you guys my GPA and everything at the end of this video. But yeah, so that itself helped me build more confidence, and I guess just having really good professors my first year also helped a lot. I have to say I did have like 2 professors that were a little difficult, but they weren't the worst. But the other ones I had, they were just so understanding, so sweet. And they, you know, I was expecting me to come into college and them acting like that, oh, you're an adult, you know, you chose to come here, we're not going to really help you. And so I remember that when I was able to communicate with them and able to have those Zoom meetings and everything, you know, one-on-one online or when you're in college, like they were just so understanding throughout this whole experience of my first year. I, you know, felt that I've grown as a person because I just, you know, it's so hard to describe because it's like so many things that happen at one time, but it just showed that, you know, all that time I doubted myself throughout high school, saying like, oh, I'm not smart enough to do this and that, you know, just showing how much effort and time people put into their work shows why they get to where they are today majority of the time. And when you look back at how I acted in high school and how I did things that I, you know, didn't really try in, that's why my grades were not the best. But when I got to college and I actually tried and I worked harder than I ever had in high school and was able to experience, you know, all those things, that would help me become who I am and be more confident in my work and be more successful in my like, you know, things I do outside of school and everything like that, and just be more positive and everything. So to end this video, I do want to talk about some of the things that I have done for my first year, I dreamt of doing. So I did end up like joining like one club in my college right now. I ended up joining the student government, which was something like that I always dreamt of being in, but I never put myself out there. I even told some of the girls in the group that like I've always dreamt of doing it, but I never thought about doing it. And so when I got the email saying like I got in, I literally freaked out because I look back, and I know I keep mentioning this, but I look back and like I remember I wanted to join student society or honor society or student government back in high school, but I couldn't. It just really helped me a lot. And with student assembly, if you guys are ever thinking about it, with student assembly you are able to grow, you're able to have your own opinions for what you feel like the school should have. And that's the whole thing about student assembly. You're the voice advocate for the college and what you want to do and changes for the school that you feel like should be made. And that's just the great part, being a part of student assembly. And also the people that I have in student assembly there, they're just so sweet. I mean, the president, she's amazing. Everybody there is so amazing. And I just love that group. It's one of the best groups I've ever seen. And I, you know, just keep working hard. Literally, I just can't say much because I mean everything's a learning experience. And so but yeah, just the biggest note that I have for people out here who feel like they're struggling and don't know what to do, like, just don't give up. I know this whole video is just so nonchalant, but seriously, like, don't give up. This is coming from a student who literally thought that I couldn't make it into college, or thought that I was not good enough to do anything. And the fact that I feel so much happier, so much positive right now, I can't say it enough. Like, you know, just keep trying and pray. If you're, you know, I'm a God follower. I love Jesus. I go to church, and I just, you know, love fellowship with Jesus and God and everything like that. And just having that positivity, it just plays a huge role. So that is definitely my biggest advice for anybody who's coming to college. Like, just come in with a positive attitude. Yes, it's gonna be hard sometimes, but don't let that discourage you from doing your best, because trust me, at the end, like, of your semester, you're gonna look back and be like, wow. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this video was probably either super short or super long. I can't tell until I edit it, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope these tips really helped you. I know it wasn't really a lot of tips, but I hope, like, my motivation, all my skills that I have learned from my experience really helps you be able to push yourself in a lot of things and everything like that. And yeah, so don't forget to check out more videos related to college. I will have the ones that I uploaded down below, because the video that I uploaded before this one a couple of months ago, I actually do talk about what I did in college, of what helped me become more successful in my work and whatever. But I did say I was going to share with you guys my overall, like, GPA and everything like that. And yeah, so I am going to say, I am going to put up my high school GPA up here, and then my first year of college GPA and whatever like that. You guys can do the math of, like, what changed, whatever like that. But yeah, I don't want to talk more into that. I will let you guys be successful in whatever you want to do. Don't worry, guys, it will be amazing. You're gonna have an amazing year. And even if you're not going to college, you know, still pursue what you want to do, because whatever you do, you're gonna do amazing. I will catch you guys in my next video, and I love you guys so much. Later.